Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Myth. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I want to do a journal with me session in my Hobonichi Techo. I am using the Hobonichi Cousin in the avec style. I have several blank pages that I need to catch up on, and I thought I would turn the video camera or my cell phone on and film the process. I'm in my new space and I have been really I don't know what the word is, not really motivated to do any type of crafty things, or I don't know. I'm just exhausted and tired, I guess, from the move. And this whole week I'm kind of beating myself up because I haven't been able to unpack much. I've only worked on 2 boxes and I still have so much more to do, and everything just keeps piling up. And I suppose the reason why I'm sharing this is just to let you know that sometimes life happens and things don't really go the way you plan them to, and that's totally okay. And I hope you don't force yourself or feel bad about the blank pages in your journals. The blank pages itself shows you in the future, like if you were to flip through them, it shows you that you had a downtime or a time where you were not interested in journaling, and that's totally okay. There's no pressure to, or there's no need to have to fill them in. And of course, if you want to fill them in after, that's totally okay too. Sometimes I fill them in with quotes and pictures from magazine clippings, or my kids like to work on the empty pages, and I'm happy with that as well. But I hope you don't feel the pressure to have to fill in every single page. I just wanted to share that with you, I guess. Yeah, like I said, this week I have been, I don't know, just kind of in a slump, I guess. And but as you can see here, I did find my watercolors, and that totally kick-started something in me. I don't know, I was just so happy to find my watercolors. Yeah, so I am working on the Hobonichi challenge. If you are not aware, several of us are hosting a Hobonichi challenge every month, and if you search for the hashtag Hobonichi challenge, you will see it on Instagram, and I believe the prompts are also listed in the Facebook group as well, the Hobonichi Techo Facebook group. So if you want to take a look at that, you can check that out there. I'm just adding some watercolor washes in the blank spaces. I tend to add the watercolor and let it dry and then work on something else on the page, and then by the time I'm finished, it usually is already dry by then. Yeah, I feel very rusty with the watercolors, but I'm just so glad that I'm having, like, it just kind of brought me back into journaling, finding the watercolor set, because I was in such a big, well, I still am in kind of a slump. I'm not into journaling as much as prior to moving, I guess. I think it's just the stress of it all, and I am just not kicking myself, but I'm just really disappointed with myself for not being able to unbox these boxes. Yeah, I am taking, I tend to rip out these calendar pages. I know some people use them just as a calendar and they don't rip them out. I tend to rip them out and stick them in my Hobonichi and in my journals. It's like a nice, like, especially if you have like washi tape and stickers covering your pages. Having these calendar pages are really nice. And I really, really like this one because the paper is so thin. The calendar paper is very thin, so it doesn't add much bulk to the page. I'm just adding some washi tape. You can see there on the right hand side, I also found my washi tape collection. As you can see, I originally wanted to keep all of my washis contained in this one container, but of course it has now kind of evolved into 2 containers, and I really, really want to just stick to 2 containers. I really don't want to, I don't need any more. If it overflows, I'm going to force myself to kind of de-stash some washi tapes. But yes, I did find my container of washi tapes, which is really nice. Now I'm just kind of outlining the drawing. This drawing, for some reason, I did in pencil first. I'm not entirely sure why. I usually just go right into the doodle or the drawing, right? I go straight from just pen to paper. I don't really pencil it in, but sorry, that's the alarm, and that means that my kids are out of the bath. I'll be right back. Sorry for the interruption. I am now finished. Our place has this notification system, so when you're in the bath and you need something, you just kind of push this alarm button and then it just notifies you. And my husband tends to notify me when the kids are finished, so then we kind of tag team. But anyways, back to the Hobonichi spread or the journal with me session. I did these like really random doodles of these flowers on the bottom there. I don't know, I tend to just do doodles once in a while. I just go on Google and then I type in whatever type of doodle I feel like doing. I like these flower ones because they're very, very easy to do. Just use some ballpoint pen or any pen you have and just kind of scribble away. Because I think this was a ballpoint pen, it doesn't bleed once I add watercolor on top of it. So I am doing that now. I'm just adding watercolor to these flower doodles. I do have one image that I penciled in from the Hobonichi challenge, and I don't really remember the color of the mountains, so I decided to add some blue to the reflection part of the drawing, and then I'll refer back to the photo once I'm finished with the video. I'm actually videotaping with my cell phone, so I'll have to take a look at that later. And I'm just adding some extra color here and there in the doodles. I believe I take another like a marker, like a micron or something, and then I add more pronounced lines to the doodles later. I think I do like a close-up, so I will show you that once the watercolor paint is dry. Now I'm just adding a bit of washi tape. I'm so glad that I have this washi tape box, or my stash of washi tape. Before I would wrap various washi tapes on like a card or a gift card or something, and then I would kind of rotate around those. But seeing the washi tapes all laid out in this box makes it really, really nice it makes it really, really fun in a way to journal. I'm adding one of those calendar sheets again. I tend to do that, every other day or whenever I feel like I want to cover some space. Just adding more washi tape. And I don't believe I doodle or anything like that on the 23rd. It's not even the 23rd yet, but I sometimes like to pre-decorate the page in advance, especially on weekends. I know I am very busy on the weekends with my kids and family outings and things like that, so I tend to pre-decorate the page whenever I have a chance to do so. I don't know if you are like that or if you like to write or decorate after the day has passed, but I tend to kind of pre-decorate whenever I do have the chance to kind of catch up in my journal. And moving forward, I don't remember what else I did. I think I added some watercolor splashes or watercolor color to the pages on the next page. And then here, yes, you can see I'm adding more definition to the flower doodles. I think because once I added the watercolor, I felt like the lines were a little washed out and they weren't as vivid, so I decided to kind of go over some of the lines. And because these flower doodles are very, very they're not like neat, or they're not in the lines, they're very like a doodle type of flowers. I just really am carefree with it, and I love these kinds of really simple and easy type of doodles. They're really fast and they add a nice pop of color and some change to your page. Especially, I don't think I have much to write about these past couple days. I just wanted to play with the watercolors that I found, and I just wanted to add something to the paper. I am grabbing more watercolor and adding some paint to the page on the 23rd, some blues and purples. I don't really have a rhyme or reason to the color choices. I just kind of add what I feel like adding. Sometimes I do refer to the washi tape that's on the paper, and I feel like if there's a certain prominent color, then I kind of pull from that. But in most cases, I just kind of add whatever color I feel like. Here I am adding these funny clear stickers. That one was of a man and his bubblegum, and here is a one with a cat wearing glasses, and I think on the other page I add some more of these clear stickers. I tend to hoard these like cute ones, but I am really trying my best to use my supplies and use them in my journals because they make me happy, and seeing them in my journals when I do the flip throughs, it serves its purpose that way instead of just kind of storing them in a sticker container. So I am trying my best to use up as much as I can, and I think that's it for this journal with me session. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.